What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about that Remedy could be making a PlayStation exclusive game. It seems like Remedy is making a lot of stuff. I didn't plan this out. I didn't expect to make a video on Alan Wake 2 yesterday by Remedy, and then do another video on Remedy today. But here we are. Remedy's taking over the news. And also, speaking of Remedy, like a fifth time, I've just recently started playing Control. I think when you guys are watching this video, I started playing Control last night. That's right. It's a sin of mine. Again, another sin that I didn't play that game back when it released, but I'm atoning for it right now, and I should have it beaten in a few days. I love it so far. So that's what's new in my life. But going to the news here, Control developer Remedy Entertainment is currently working on a total of 5 projects, one of which is heavily rumored to be collaboration with Sony on a PlayStation exclusive game. This comes from PlayStation Universe. Reports have been fueled by a number of Remedy job ad links shared by PlayStation Global external producer Claire Bromley, as well as posts from the company's COO, Christopher Smits, communications director, I'm going to stop trying to say their names, I'm just going to destroy them, Thomas, and audio designer Sam Hughes. While Bromley has shared a number of posts from third parties over the years, insider Shapizel Ed, hopefully I'm saying that right, there's probably no way I am though, posted on Twitter that the PlayStation exclusive title is real. It's worth keeping in mind that they have a decent track record, having accurately leaked Final Fantasy VII's remake as a PS Plus game. Still, none of this should be taken with more than anything with a pinch of salt, yada, 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 yada. So, yeah, we just talked about Alan Wake 2. So, in that one, remember, Remedy had that post that talked about how they're working on 2 games. One, like big one, their most ambitious game ever, okay, and that's the one that's coming next. And then another one that will be in the same universe as that one, and you can imagine that that one is probably Alan Wake 2 they're talking about, the first game. So, Alan Wake 2, then a spin-off, but in the same world, which means, again, we're sticking to the same world as Alan Wake 2, Control, all that stuff. Again, 5 games is quite a bit. I believe this. And I'll tell you why. Sony, from what we've heard and what we've actually seen them actually do, right? I mean, you could hear, you can believe in the rumors, but what they've proven to us over the past couple, maybe I would even say years, maybe last year or so, is that they are very willing to spend money on games and publishers and developers to make their games at least a timed exclusive, right? Not all of them, obviously, but some of them. And that is backed up by the rumors and by what people have said that they've spent like $330 million over the last year or so, and basically that is just going to all of these different teams and say, hey, we want this, we want you to do this, and you've seen that. We've already started to see that with a lot of games. Even you look at games like Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop, right? Some Bethesda games that are now owned by Microsoft, but it will still be, exclusive games on PlayStation. Games like Final Fantasy that'll be like at least a year on PlayStation. A lot. Project Athia, which is now Forspoken, I believe is the name, right? And that game is going to be on PlayStation for like 2 or 3 years. So they're doing a lot of stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if this is their plan. We have games that came out last year. We have games that came out this year. And we're going to have games, I would imagine, that come out literally every year going forward that just sprinkled in. From time to time, you'll see a game and you'll say, hey, this is going to be a Sony timed exclusive. And I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not like something absolutely like you've never seen it before. Microsoft does the same thing. Nintendo pretty much stays away from that kind of stuff. But you see publishers doing this, okay? It just, I think it stands a little bit out more when Sony does it. But hey, sign me up. We talked about exclusives before. I know they're not everybody's favorite. Timed exclusives, I think, are a little less, like they don't make people as angry, right? Because they will eventually come to the other consoles. But I understand exclusives will make people angry no matter what. Microsoft gets their exclusive, they get to win certain arguments. Sony gets their exclusive, they get to win other arguments. Again, I haven't played Control up until literally yesterday. I'm loving what I've played so far. I did play Alan Wake. I loved Alan Wake. I don't like Quantum Break, so don't even bring that game up to me. It's okay, but I really don't think it's very good whatsoever. But what would be interesting, I do want to just say this before we end the video, is I guess number one, if they're working on 5 games, and we kind of already know what the first 2 are, and if we're going to assume that the Sony one isn't those first 2, remember, Alan Wake 2, the rumor is that Epic Games will be publishing it, so it won't be exclusive, okay? Alan Wake, it will be it'll be exclusive to Epic Games Store, but it won't be exclusive for any consoles. It'll just come out on both, right? So that's one thing. The second game, like the spin-off game, could that be Sony? And then if that's not it, then we're really looking at, even if it's like the third game, we're probably looking at like 5-ish years down the line from when Sony will end up getting their exclusive game, which is, and when you buy these kind of things, or when they're paying them these millions of dollars for these contracts, yeah, some of them we won't see them happen for many years. You know what I mean? That's just, I'm sure they have that deal with Final Fantasy 16 like 3-4 years ago, but obviously it's just now coming. We're just now seeing it now. You know what I mean? So that's just the way that it works. But what's interesting, or what's important to say, is if it's a game in that universe, that would create, I would say, arguments, or at least, or like a conversation, but probably not the greatest conversation, right? Because if you have a game kind of built from the ground up that's just different, and it's outside of that realm, and it's a Sony exclusive, it just happens to be made by Remedy, fine, like, you know what I mean, that's awesome. But if we're talking about a game, if we're talking about all of these games, like if they're trying to build a cinematic universe, okay, in gaming for this Alan Wake Control universe, okay, which would be pretty cool, and it is what they're doing. But if they wanted to make like the next 5 games, let's say, all in that universe, well, having one of them only being available on one platform is kind of annoying. Like, I would agree with that. You could even say the same thing for like when Kingdom Hearts games would be like exclusive to like the Nintendo portable devices at the time, right? It's like, why did you have to do that? Because yeah, they may be spin-off games, yeah, they may not be as big as like the main installment Kingdom Hearts games, but they're like, if you guys know the story of Kingdom Hearts, they're all important. You need to watch, or at least watch the cutscenes to every Kingdom Hearts game, or you're gonna miss out. And then you put it on exclusively, you know what I mean? So like, and that's a little different, okay? That was many years ago, but that's kind of what I'm getting at here. So like, if it's in the Alan Wake universe, if it's a sizable game, but then it's only on PlayStation, it's like, okay, well, everybody else just kind of has to skip that. And then what if that one is referenced in like future games? So, again, it'd be like the MCU. I guess the MCU is doing it with like movies and TV. They're kind of all like required watching. You know what I mean? So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? What do you think the game could be? How long do you think we'll have to wait? Like I said, I think we're gonna have to wait quite a while for this game. But at least we may know that it's in development, right? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. I do a brand new video on this channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.